Welcome back to Pisces TV with Montana B. This is your daily vibe, Pisces, for the collective, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising, wherever Pisces may fall in your chart or in your environment. Keep in mind, tarot is entertainment. It may not resonate with everyone, and if it does not, check other aspects of your chart or some of my other videos as we get started. Beautiful message here, okay? Some of you guys may have some questions. And I don't know if it's for source, your source of income, the source of your relationships, or your idea, the feelings, the source of something, right? We're digging, there's a mystery, trying to figure something out, even if it's just within ourselves. And we are going to talk about that today. I may have a little bit of advice for you or a message from spirit, okay? So go ahead, get comfortable, take a seat. In the description box, there's a lot of information. New prices on Patreon, guys. Okay, I heard your cries. All right, so I did reduce them dramatically. If you're interested in getting the bonus reading, VIP access, and a lot of our courses and discussion groups through Patreon, there is a link there. Here on YouTube, we have the community board where all of the coupon codes, the daily specials, and much, much more are posted. So let's go ahead and dig in to your reading. The first card we have is the King of Shekinah. Okay, so I appreciate our Pisces that helped me with our pronunciations, okay? The King of Shekinah, okay? And I was so inappropriate. I was like, that is a very, I could see somewhere in some demographic a young lady named Shekinah. I think Tiny, T.I.'s wife, ain't her friend named Shekinah? That's kind of cool. But you got the king, honey, okay? I would think, and I said I wasn't going to do this, but it's giving me King of Pentacles vibe. There's something about self-mastery, okay? The predominant factor in this King of Pentacles, it could be coming from source or your guide, okay? Could also be you and your process, but there's something about trusting in the plan, okay? So trusting in something, but it's like you're digging, you're trying to figure something out, and I don't know what type of energy that's bringing you to. For some of you, it could be frustration. Others of you, it could talk about a creative project and collaborating with others. And then some of you, it's about cutting those cords and connections, all right? So we will see where this goes in the extended, but I'm going to lay out and, kind of go into this icebreaker, all right? It was crazy that some of our Pisces said that they saw 2s and 5s. Now check this out. You got 23, which is a 5, and then you have the number 5 here. So it's kind of like 5 and 5, all right? I like the 5 as in a mid-mark, okay? It's kind of like a mid-haven. Now some of you, mid-haven coming up could be something that you can check on your natal chart. For others of you specifically, I am going to read from the guidebook, as these are pretty new cards, but I did get a general gist of what's going on. Oh, that's a big one. These birds. This 5 here in the past energy for some of you, and in the what you need to know for some others, is an energy of being ripped apart. And it's like, why? Well, this person lays on the table and their feminine and masculine energies are kind of being picked apart, later to be reconciled, okay? So for some of you, this could talk about a relationship. If you have been expecting or anticipating a reconciliation, this could also be with a person you don't even know, okay? Your divine counterpart, someone you share, and look, I saw the next card coming out. I don't want to flip it over yet, I will. But someone that you could share a connection with or a lesson with or a contract with, whatever, kind of being split apart so that each individual side is worked on properly. And then once everything is, quote unquote, as the book said, purified, okay, then they're put back together. So if I think about the emperor, the empress, that, order structure, one side of the brain, the other side of the brain, you know what I mean? Or one part of the relationship, the other part of the relationship in a creative project, because these cards give me collaboration. I also like the number 23 as it relates to the Queen of Shekinah, okay, or Pentacles, and also Venus and the Empress with her 3s, okay? So I love all of it. It does talk about love and nurturing, and I feel like that is the message from source. Those of you that need a message because you know, may have some doubts, or maybe looking for something. Maybe you're on your path and it's kind of like maybe you're losing a little bit of trust or hope or faith, kind of questioning life altogether, what your purpose is, where source is. Some of you may have those kind of questions, and these cards came out specifically for you. Others of you, where there's this calibration, there's kind of like this working together. Okay, so whether this is you and source, you, your guides, you, an employee, a partner, you in life, your duality within yourself, because when it's not working together, that's when people start calling you crazy. And, you know, it's like, oh, you bipolar, or you shifted, you know, or you up and down and hot and cold. So we had the 2 and the 3. What I loved is the synchronicity, okay? Because all of us are different. These cards coming out together tells me that for some of you, the crossing energy could be the 2. For others of you, the crossing energy could be the 3. And for some of us, the crossing energy could be the 5. But the 5 didn't present itself. When something goes from 2 to 3, I look at, you know, staying busy, and then some sort of collaboration, or a proposal of some sort, engaging, right? And so you build momentum, things are picking up, and then here comes that 3rd thing, and maybe that 4th thing, and then the 5th thing, and then the wheel is rolling, right? In this particular deck, this card represents an attempt to understand the mysteries, okay? So that could be the juggling. All right, with the 2 of Shekinah. All right, now with the 3, it does talk about your desires and your desires to understand the world around you, or to solve a mystery within you. Okay, and just like the 5 of Alchemist here, the 3 of Shekinah divides the brain into 12 sections related to the 12 tribes of Israel, if you're into that kind of thing. And then I have 8s and 9s and 19s, because it talks about this this internal process was kind of like developed in 1898. So every time I see 8s, 2 8s is 19, isn't it? It's 2 8s, 19, 8, 9, it's 16. So it would be 16 and 19, and I think about the 9 and the 6, the yin and the yang. I don't know, I'm just really into numbers, okay? But the book of life in 1898 produced this particular image. So much like this 5 of Alchemist, the 3 of Shekinah also talks about a division of some sort. Okay, so the 2 of Pentacles can sometimes represent, you know, your inability to see or refusing to change, and something may need to change, because I even also saw like repeating the same lessons, because it's like, if, you know, you're on the chopping block being purified, and the King of Pentacles is wisdom, it does talk about lessons. It could be finances for some of you guys, or like I said, partners for others of you. It's just kind of like this energy of some may even be repeating the lessons. And those of you that are repeating things, maybe you in particular are, you know, questioning something, or looking for something, or asking the question of why. Bottom of the deck, I promised to flip it over before we got into the extended. You have the Ace of Shekinah. Okay, so I like the Kundalini or Kabbalah, right, kind of energy, where we have the Kether at the top, the Malkuth at the bottom. So I kind of like its association to the Tree of Life as well, with the 3 of Shekinah and the Ace of Shekinah and the King of Shekinah. Okay, so there is a lot of Shekinah right now. And if any of you have the initials K and A, or A and K, that's kind of cool, right? Could mean something to some of you, doesn't have to. So in the guidebook, all right, that's like a gun, ain't it? It's automatic. So something could be automatic. Yeah. All right. This particular card is related to the interactions. Okay. So when I talked about the Kabbalah and alchemy, mysticism, the 4th is it talks about the different levels and systems that's written out here, so you guys can take a screenshot or zoom in. But it represents willingness to suffer. I don't have that kind of willingness. And then also for the Christ Conscious Collective, this King of Shekinah comes out that says that you're like you endure, but you'll be rewarded for it. So that's why I thought a big part of this reading could have been for somebody who's gone through a great deal and may feel that you've been ripped apart in some areas, or may be in separation from a partner or from a job and just really trying to figure something out. The key here is that it's within self. And then some of us are trying to find ourselves. Now, I don't want to poke the bell, but when my friends say, I'm trying to find myself, I'll be like, girl, you is sitting right there with you. Okay, so don't spend too much time trying to find yourself. All right. But forgiveness is also a factor. Wisdom, receiving mercy, okay, or forego judgment. All right. So just understand that no lashing out or acting up in frustration for some of you that get confused with source worry. What the fuck? Because a lot of people have been asking, where are my ships? Where my reward? You know, I've been working. I've done the work. What's up? So here is a resolution for you. It is all in the plan. As we get into the extended, if this is where we leave off, I definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in. Until next time, namaste.